Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Ryuga here with another video for you guys. I'm sure all of you are aware at this point that the Deathslinger has hit live servers. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, most of you know that I like to make killer guides on all the new killers that come out. So that's what we're going to do for the Deathslinger. Before we get into it, I am going to put a disclaimer. I am not in any way claiming to be the best Deathslinger. I'm not claiming to be a Deathslinger main. I'm not claiming to be in FaZe Clan, having MLG aiming like aimbot, I'm just here to show you guys the best, way to utilize his base kit in terms of applying pressure, how to use it in loops, and just a general sense on how to play the Deathslinger in a proper way. This guide is going to cover a few things. It's going to cover what his power actually does. It's going to cover how to use a lot of his powers in loops, and an overall game sense of what your main objective as the Deathslinger should be in order to slow the game down and get the pressure you need in order for the gens to not get finished. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this off by talking about his power. His power is called the Redeemer, and the Redeemer is his unique modified hunting rifle, hybrid rifle, whatever you want to call it. What it does is when you hold the power button, you ADS, and then when you attack, you fire a harpoon at a survivor. If you hit the survivor, you begin reeling them in. There are a few things that can happen when you reel them in. The first thing to know about his power is when a survivor is using line of sight and your chain is going through objects or walls or trees, it breaks a lot faster. Upon breaking, you enter a fatigue, but the survivor gets deep wounded. However, if you want to break your chain, you can use your attack button, which will instantly break your chain. However, nothing will happen to the survivor, and you will suffer no fatigue. The other thing that can happen is you can reel them all the way in towards you. When you do so, you can attack them. This gives them the deep wound, as well as you suffer no fatigue. Or, if they're already injured, the survivor goes down. It's also important to note that every time you fire the Redeemer, you have to reload. So, it's always good to make your shots count. Alright, so before I show you guys a few tips and tricks and all that stuff on him, I'm going to go ahead and talk about his utilities and the best way to use it. The Deathslinger, although he is slow, he has a small tear radius, and it's very easy to sneak up on survivors. The best way to use this is trying to use the element of surprise to sneak up on a lot of survivors. When you do this, you need to find survivors, preferably if they're in groups. It benefits you as well, but you can't control that often. So when you find survivors, you should prioritize injuring as many of them as you can. It's not always the best to go after a single person. Spreading the damage as much as humanly possible is always good. And after you injure all of these people, you can either pursue a chase or you can search the map for more survivors. The reason that you do this is because you have a small tear radius. So you can either go injure more survivors or you can, leave. Maybe you don't find anything, and then you can make your way back and you have a small tear radius. Again, so you can catch the survivors that you just injured off guard, possibly in a dead zone mending. There are, very good ways to use the Deathslinger's power to slow the game down as well. That's why perks such as Sloppy Butcher, anything that applies on an M1 hit is extremely useful to him because his gun counts as an M1 hit. So that's kind of like the main way to use his power in terms of a 1v4. So now we're going to talk about how to use his power in the 1v1. There are going to be a lot of short loops, a lot of windows, and all that jazz. I'm going to go ahead and show you a bunch of different clips before we actually get into a game and demonstrate how to play him in a public lobby. I'm going to show you a few ways to use his power around loops. We're going to show you the range of his harpoon to give you an idea. We're going to show you how to lead his gun. We're going to give you things like that. So hopefully it will help you in terms of getting better with the Deathslinger, hitting people around loops or hitting people from a distance. So let's go ahead and cut to the clips and see what we got. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the Deathslinger's active range. So the range that he can shoot from is 18 meters. So to demonstrate this, I'm just here with a friend in custom games showing all the ranges and stuff. So this is precisely how far you can shoot. Alright, this is just to get a good idea on how far you can be when you're shooting people. This is the max distance. So you shouldn't go for any shots that are further than this. And that is active 18 meters. Alright, so now I'm going to show a slight demonstration on how to lead your shots when you're at range. So this is pretty much when you're just shooting at people who are just running and they're not out of loop or anything. It kind of has a slight lead to it, and I'm just going to demonstrate it to you right now. So as you can see, when he's running, this is our ADS. He's slightly behind where we're aiming. So that's where you shoot. You always lead your shot almost every single time. And then you just keep doing it. Once again, we led it by quite a bit. Right there. That's how far we led it. He was right here. We shot right here. And that's what you did in order to clip him. So getting used to shooting at long range can be difficult. And it can kind of be frustrating because I'm not necessarily the best at it. But knowing how exactly to lead your shots will help you in like the early game and late game, getting those easy hits on people who are out in the open before they can get to a loop. Alright, so for the next clip, we're going to be showing his active tear radius, just to give you an idea on how close you can get to survivors before they actually notice. Because if you see the distance for yourself, then you actually can know in your matches, the right distance you can get before they actually know you're coming. It's great information to have. So we're going to start first without monitor and abuse. And I'm just going to show you. His active tear radius starts from about this far away, and it's very quiet. And then the closer you get, the louder it gets. So right here is when it mainly becomes noticeable. And by then, you're pretty much within spearing range. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and check it out with monitor and abuse to see how close the Deathslinger can get. That's about where it starts. Right here. You're like right in his dick. There's no way that they're going to know you're coming. So that's just to give you a good idea of how it is with monitor and abuse. Look how close I am standing to him, and I barely have a tear radius. So with monitor and abuse, you can get fairly close. Without monitor and abuse, you can still get close, just not, as close. Alright, so the last thing we're really going to cover are going to be shooting through windows. So the Deathslinger, his gun is very, very good for cutting off loops in terms of hitting people through windows. And this goes for LT walls, jungle gyms, all that jazz. If you can mind game them to run through the path of the window, then you can almost always hit them with your gun. So we're just showing with Killer Shack. All you gotta do is shoot them through the window like that, walk up to the window while you're reeling them in, and just smack them through it. It's that easy. Now another thing you want to make use of on Deathslinger is the fact that you can injure people from far away, even without needing to hit them, like directly with an M1. So for example, let's say this David's right here. He's already injured, but ignore that. Let's say they're healthy. And they're going to go for the window. You can't get a hit no matter what, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to shoot them. And even though you can't reach them, you're going to get your chain broken. And they're going to become injured. Because they're going to get deep wound. You're going to enter a fatigue. And the fatigue is a little long. But nonetheless, you get a free injure without actually having to run up on them. Alright, so now that we've kind of got the basic knowledge out of the way, how to, injure people with his shit, his range, his tear radius range, all that jazz, we're going to jump into a game, and I'm going to show you how to actively use his ability in loops. So, this is pretty much going to be the how to play Deathslinger in a public game, pretty much the best way possible, utilizing every advantage that he has. I will see you guys in the games. Hopefully I can teach you a few things. Alright, so we went ahead and got resting place. So the build that I'm running Hex Retribution, Lullaby, Spear Fury, and Monitor and Abuse. The builds that you can run, pretty much whatever you fucking feel like it. We did get a God spawn. Somebody's over here. We just don't know where they are. We saw their scratch marks, but they kind of... Oh. Alright. So, like I said, the aim is a little difficult, and you gotta lead it a bit. Like that. Reel him in. And we are going to go ahead and get him injured. And now we're going to move on and try to spread some injuries. Alright, so we leave him alone and we go after other people. Because we need to pressure gens. Spreading pressure is the best way to play this killer. So we saw her in a chest. We're going to pull her to us and then we're going to go kick whoever was on that gen off. More injuries. I don't think they're still on that gen. Well, she wants to give us a free down. We'll take it. There's another girl over here. We're going to go ahead and try to injure her. If you can score an M1, it's always worth M1ing before you shoot. Checking to make sure nobody pallet stuns around me. Should be good. Now we got to stack a lullaby, and we can start getting to work. Now, by this time, we're probably going to have 1 or 2 gens done. That's just how it happens all the time. Not much you can do about it, but the best thing is you need to make sure you wasted people's time healing. We see more scratch marks. We go ahead and give her deep wound. Now, we're going to chase her, but we're going to go see if we find other people along the way while we chase her. She dead-hearted? That's fine. Keeping an eye on scratch marks. There's another girl here. M1-er. Save our rifle bullet. While you walk backwards, it reels them towards you a little bit faster. Alright, so now we got 1 guy with deep wound, 1 guy on the hook, and 1 guy down. We pretty much have great pressure right now. So now they're going to be over there. They're either going to be healing or doing something else. This girl is healing right there, I guess. We might be able to down her as well. Alright. Now we got her down. Another hook thrust. Lullaby is ramping up, so skill checks are going to become a bit harder. They might even start looking for our totem soon, and they could cleanse our Hex Retribution. Boop. So like I said, spraying the pressure is super important. Because then people heal, they get off gens, and you're good. So we're going to try and hit him. We got to get closer though. And we hit the tree because we're Pepega. Not too sure where our boy went. Alright, we didn't lead that shot good enough. We shot to the right of the thing. And don't ever feel bad if you miss shots. It's just gonna happen. You don't have perfect aim, and that's just how it is. There we go with the window shot. And now we have adequate pressure. We're probably just gonna keep chasing her. Especially because she found one of our totems. This will be a good example on how to use the power in a short loop. Well, she just kind of ran into us, so that's her fault. They cleansed our Retribution. No, they cleansed our Lullaby. We still have Retribution up. Alright, cool. But you can always shoot over these short loops and just pull them towards you. It's really easy. Break this for our Spirit Fury. Alright, so she's already on second hook. Now we can go put more pressure on there. And at this point, it's looking like we might be able to win. They're probably struggling in their heads like, oh, we need to get a gen done real fast. If we can interrupt somebody coming past us, maybe. I let it like she was running. I shouldn't have let it because she was standing still. There's the M1. They did a gen. 2 gens, actually. We would have hit her if that gen wasn't there. Let's go for her. She's an easier spot to hit. Right. They might not be able to save that girl in time, though. It's down him. Or her, sorry. Let's hook her over here and break that pallet for our Spirit Fury. They got her just in time, which is nice. Alright. So we're probably going to protect that side, I think. But I don't think we can force a 3-gen right now. So they're going to cleanse our totem, and I might wait for that to happen, to be honest, because we need the information. I think we have 2 or 3 people dead on hook. I have a feeling they're all over here, so we're going to leave this girl. They're going to cleanse our Retribution, and then we're going to figure out where the rest of everybody else is. So, you guys are on gens. You backed up. You went there. You're over here on this gen. He's not cleansing. Yeah, we'll go after David. Let's try to keep him on this side. We see the Fang to our left. We're trying to keep an open mind. Might be worth to get the Fang instead. Let's see if we can get a shot before she gets in there. Not quite. You can definitely get hits at this loop, but I'm just going to get her with the old Fang's hugging the wall, so we're going to get a cheeky hit on her. If you hit them through the window, you can drag them to the window, and then hit them. But she was hugging the window, and in a scenario like that, you just hit them easy. Not much else you have to do. Let's see if he got on this gen. Not really. I think we're going to leave this side, because I believe they're on the other side. Cranking out some gens. Regular M1. Try to see what she does. We're gonna go ahead and save it because we're not too confident if we can get that shot on her. Hit her. Pull her to the window. Down her. They're gonna be healing, wasting time. I think this girl's dead on hook. I could be wrong. That guy could be on the gen over there. I don't know what they're doing, but without barbecue, it's hard to know. But it's better to stop this gen, because they both, yeah, got on it. He greeted it for some reason. That was not smart. You might be able to get her. Nice. Let's go ahead and pick him up just in case the other guy finishes the gen. We need to make sure we have them picked up, because we won't want adrenaline kicking in. Now this girl could have Decisive Strike, but she could also have Unbreakable, so let's see what happens. No Decisive Strike, so the other guy's gonna have to come over here. And did I just see the hatch? I didn't. I'm just making things up. She's dead. I don't know what gen got done. It didn't light up, so I'm going to assume it was this gen. The bad thing about Deathslinger is his map pressure is meh. You kind of have to make your own, so it's tough to work on. I don't think it was that gen he finished. Might be that gen. I don't know. I didn't get an indicator. So unfortunately, I have no idea what door he's on, if any. He's not on this door. He could be waiting on the hatch for a hatch escape. I finally saved him. None of the doors are open, so that's fine. We're gonna see what we can do. Our best bet is the tunnel to David, kind of. That way we can slug him and get the other one. We didn't lead that nearly good enough. I see the other guy. He's going for the door right now. I really don't know how that is missing. There we go. Now we stop the door. We saw the scratch marks. I don't know if he's still here, though. We did see him. Right over here. I'm, just in case, going to go over here and look. Just in case. Because he could have snuck by and ran to this door. Alright, he did not. Well, that guy DC'd, and that guy went in the hatch. Alright, well, guess they outplayed me. GG. So that's a kind of decent how to play him. He's really difficult to get used to the aiming. You're going to miss shots. You're going to have to get used to it. It's more of learning how far you have to lead based on the range. And that's something you just have to play over and over and over until you get the hang of it. We're going to go ahead and jump into a second game, and we're going to show a little bit more how to pressure the games. That way you can have some good Deathslinger games. Game number 2, and we got Gas Heaven, which is a killer map that I don't really like, and I think I saw a survivor in the distance. I did. I don't think he knows that we saw him. I'm going to try to just get a regular M1 on him. That's the best bet in starting up. There should be a good loop to demonstrate his power at, kind of. Nice. Alright, so that's a fast down. That's good for us. I also hear the gen inside of there. So that's going to be our next location that we go. Luckily for us, we have a hook here. If Bill wants to exchange, that's fine. We don't really care. Oh, he had dead hard. Okay. This is why you should always reload before you pick somebody up. We're going to break and injure this guy. Alright. This hook should respawn relatively soon, so that's okay. Barely missed. Hook's back. Nice. I got one charge of Sphere Fury as well. So do they go inside or do they go out? I don't know if I can hit them through this. I would like to try, but it's too much of a gander. Alright, they're gone. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them. This guy was not paying much attention, which is good for us. Let's go ahead and pick him up. Do we have basement? We do. So that's good for us as well. Go ahead and hook him down there. Right now, they kind of fucked up by giving us a free hits. But that's amazing. Now we got 2 hooks for pretty much free. They could be healing on hook, but it doesn't look like they are. We don't know where they went, which sucks. We don't have barbecue, which also sucks. We're gonna try to find some survivors. Nice. That was monitor and abuse right there. She had no fucking idea we were there. We should probably leave them there and then go this way to intercept the survivor who's coming from this side. It looks like that went through his butthole, but that's okay. We're keeping an eye on the basement for now. I think we can pull him on this side. It's another free hit. Bill might just go farm this guy. Looks like he wants to. So we can just get a free down on Bill. Which is smart. He's nice. Getting his guy off of stage 2. He wanted to flashlight save us. That's why he was hesitant, I think. Unfortunately, he didn't have borrow time. We have a lot of pressure. We're not going to go ahead and down the thing again because she was just hooked. We tend to be a little nice. Alright, so that guy's on a gen. This guy's coming from here. That's too far to hit. If he doesn't want to come for the save, we should probably get them from the gen over here. We'll let Sulfur get the save, I think. I have a feeling this guy's going to stay on the gen. Oh, he's not. Oh, that was bad lead. Our flick was off by a lot. Alright, we're going to reload. We wanted to wait until we got line of sight of him. We'll let them recover, because we're nice. 3 down again. Nice. Let's go and hook him. Fortunately for us, we have 4 stacks of barbecue. Our retribution is gone, but we still have lullaby. That guy went stage 2. Not too sure what Sulfur is doing right now. We gave him ample opportunity. Oh, he's just now going to the basement. That's really bad. Don't want him. Got in the locker. Yeah. That was just a guess. I didn't see him run out, so I assumed he jumped in the first locker humanly possible. We gave them plenty of opportunity, so we're going to go over to this hook. I assume they're over there. Yeah. We're going to come from this end. Not quite. It's really hard to get those long-range shots. He was just unhooked. We'll get Bill, I suppose. Oh, they're both over here. Wow, I didn't actually think she would make that. This Bill is not having a great time. You might want to run, Bill. That would be the, Wow, I'm terrible. Let's just break this. Yeah, I'm really bad, unfortunately. For some reason, they popped the gen instead of getting the save, so now that guy's probably going to go stage 2 as well on his first hook, which is really depressing. I don't want that to have, like, happen a lot, but it happens. Are you right here? Oh, you went this way, right? Oh yeah, you're way down there. I don't know if he's going to come down this side. I'm going to come back. Hello. We do have Spear Fury readied up. I was trying to quick scope him, didn't quite work. We're just gonna bloodlust him because we're a gamer. He has Dead Hard, remember, because he Dead Hard from the hook. I'm pretty sure, at least. I think they're starting to miss skill checks. I don't know if Bill's dead on hook, but I'm pretty sure everybody else is dead on hook. Maybe not the Fang. I don't remember. Oh, actually, yeah, the Fang is. Everybody is. Hello, are we doing good over here? She was paying attention. Guess we go for the Fang. Just bring it to the side of the loop. Boop. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty easy to pressure his Deathslinger. Not difficult at all. We don't know where Soul Fury is. We kind of want to go after him again. We got DS because we tunneled like a bitch. Where did she go anyways? I wasn't paying attention. That gen's not being worked on. This gen's not being worked on. You probably saw her lullaby. Wow, that's really greedy. Why would you not keep running? She saw her lullaby and she thought for some reason that we just were not going to chase her anymore. That was stinky of her. But at this point in time, we already win. And this isn't even that great of a map for a 110 movement speed killer because of the car piles, and we still did fine. Soul Fury is our main target right now because I don't think we really chased him. So it would be nice to get into a chase with them. They're missing skill checks, which is good. This doesn't have any more progress than it had last time. Unfortunately, they're going to see us coming from a mile away when we do this. Yeah, look, they already ran. We see Soul Fury. That's nice. We have Spear Fury and we don't want to use it yet, so... Wow, we're bad. Alright. I kind of want to use my Spear Fury. Not gonna lie. Oh. Not expecting that for some reason. Oh, he's dead here. That's a tree. I could slug and go down that guy, but might as well just hook him. I've been getting no Spear Fury value. They don't want to hit me in the dick with a pallet for some reason. Did I just see Ace running that way? I did. Ace is in Killer Shack right now. He could have possibly gotten in a locker. What do you guys think? I think he did. Well, no Spear Fury value, but that's okay. That's GG. We saw him with our eagle eyes. We didn't even need barbecue. GG. I mean, all you really got to do is exploit Deathslinger's power in terms of injuring everybody. It's really good. That's how you make your own map pressure as Deathslinger. You just have to injure everybody, waste their time, make them heal. Let them know you're, you know, there. Get in close and down them. That's pretty much an easy way to play Deathslinger. And then you just know how to play them around the loops. Get your hits, down them, move on. Nonetheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys learned quite a few things about the Deathslinger. Good luck in your games. If you guys enjoyed the content I provided for you, feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications and all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you guys live. And see you in the fog. Peace.
It was thunder and lightning. It was awfully exciting. But your words are so frightening. And my fists are